This is currently Steam's most anticipated upcoming city builder. That's right, this is Anno 117 Pax Romana. Oh boy, this is a game that I have been very, very excited to play for a long time now. This is the early sort of preview build of the game. You can check it out, linked down in the description if you're interested in playing it as well. Anyway, the current build of the game comes with two different scenarios. There is Latium, and there is also Albion here. Now, this is supposedly some olden time Great Britain sort of style area, except we're on an island in true Anno fashion, and you can tell that it is, Great Britain, because it is, of course, raining. Anyway, let's jump into the mechanics of the game and see what we have happening. We have a limited amount of time to play around, so let's not waste any time. First things first, we are going to be building at least a little bit of infrastructure out from our main sort of trading post, which is our starting area. We also have control of a ship, which I'm immediately going to just dispatch to somewhere around in the minimap in order to just explore a little bit and see what we have got going on. Next thing that I am going to try and do, not waiter residences or indeed a warehouse, I'm going to get a construction material chain set up promptly. First thing that we're going to get down is a woodcutter camp, and then we're also going to plop down a sawmill. I'm also going to build a lovely little road between the two of these areas. Now, I love the way that the roads look. They kind of just like curve around. They're very sort of responsive. Just feels good to place them. Very, very nice indeed to do. What have we got up here? We have got our cash in denarii. We have got our balance at the present moment, which is negative and will probably be negative for a little while. Population stats, knowledge stats. This is who we are playing as, apparently. Island population, island income, currently negative. Quests, we need to build some waiter residences. Something that this game does very well is it has different sort of like different vibes for where you play and what you're doing, which I like a lot. Now, I think I'm going to try and build my residential district like here. We're going to have to build a good number of houses. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of roughly plan out a system that will allow us to put some paths in between. I have, I've got a little bit of extra space in here, but that's all right. I mean, we can always double up the paths if we need to. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. There we go. We can delete them or refine them if we need to. And here we have our first resident. This is a waiter. This is specific to Albion. Look at that. Gorgeous. Oh, we got some marshy area over here. Where's my ship, by the way? I can click on this button and we can have a little look. Where are you? You're over here. You're just chilling. You're exploring. That's okay. That's what we like to see. Right. So, waiters are the type of person that are going to be living here, apparently. That's fine. They have specific needs, and we are going to do our very best to try and satisfy those needs. What are they after? They are after cockles. Cockles and eels. The humble cockle is enough to bring anyone out of their shell. Very, very good. Anyway, cockles and eels, we are after production of both of them. Now, I believe, since both cockles and eels are sea creatures, we're gonna have to build these. Aha! We're gonna have to build the cockles on the shore, and then you are gonna have to be built on the marshland. How interesting is that? Very, very cool indeed. Let's build you like here, I guess. I mean, will I need to link you up to a path? Reeking a fish indeed. Will I need to link you up to a path? I will indeed. And in fact, it will be like a little elevated walkway across that area. Cool. Let's do something like this. I don't want to ruin this look that I've got going on. Already starting to establish a very sort of grid-based system, but we're okay with that. That's totally fine. Totally fine to happen. No warehouse in range, yet we will address that, and I think you also don't have a warehouse in range. However, look at this. The sort of like pier side, the quay side, just sort of like all merged into one, which is quite nice. Anyway, we're going to get to you in just a second. Let me build some warehouses first. Right, warehouse is going to go right here, and I think we're going to have to get a secondary warehouse over here, but that's okay because we can make this into sort of like a pseudo-industrial area, and we will do that in just a second. Now, quests. Reach 100% of food needs for Wazer's residences. I think we will be able to do that in just a little bit. As you can see, we're now producing cockles, and we should be producing... That's not the building that I wanted to click on. We should be producing eels, which we are. Now, my ship has been going on a little bit of an adventure, and that little adventure has yielded us some rewards. Those rewards include the discovery of a brand new island, which I am traversing to very, very slowly, but very, very surely. It's another crummy little British island that looks miserable, but that's okay. We'll take that in our stride. Where's your capital? Oh my goodness, look at what you've done here. Look at what you've done. Wow. Okay, so this is very, very interesting. They have decided to build a big old walkway across the marsh. That's fine. So, you've got a little lighthouse over here. This will give us some contracts, which is going to allow us to make some money, increase relations. But we can also engage in diplomacy with all of... Okay, apparently we've got an emperor over here. But yeah, you're an imperial governor. You're an imperial governor of another island, Tarragon. We can enter negotiations into you. We can take a loan. We can offer a gift. We can request a defensive pact, request a trade treaty, etc. I'm not really interested in any of that stuff, to be honest. But that's fine. Okay. What do I want to do now? I'm going to send the ship down to some other corner of this land and see if there is anything that we can get because of it. Do I need to link this up? I may need to link this up. Will that do? Yeah, okay. Apparently that will do it. Cool. All right, warehouse looking good. That's all looking good. Eels are looking good. We should reach the food requirement in just a second, which will be great. Whilst we're waiting for that to happen, let's cast our eyes up to the top left-hand corner. This is where some people are going to present themselves to us. Sometimes it's information about marshes. I don't really care. I'm not really that bothered about this information right now, but it's good to note that it's up here. Rival encounter. We know that we've already met Tarragon, but at least we have the option to interact with him. We can mock his shabby clothes, or we can extend a respectful greeting. Obviously, I'm a respectful individual. I'm going to give him a respectful greeting. And governor requests. Yeah, so a waiter passes you straining under a heavy basket of eels. He looks weary. He looks wearily at your Roman clothes, uncertain of the sight of a toga just as you're the sight of pants. Cool. How do you respond to him? We can seize his goods. Cool. Or we could buy his supply, or we could wish him well. I'm gonna buy his goods. There we go. We paid $400 for a bunch of eels, which frankly is a heck of a lot more. A heck of a lot more than I would ever pay for an eel. Have I ever eaten an eel? No. Am I likely to? Probably not. Anyway, what have we got? What have we got to build next? Timber. We've already sorted that. Production chain. Tools. Yeah, we've already explored that. Well, we've not really, but demolish, relocate, upgrade, copy, cosmetic tools. Fine. What do we got? Resident needs. Yes, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in just a second. So, the needs of residents can be very, very simply identified by having a little look at what they're after. We can have a little breakdown of their food. We know already they're after eels, they're after cockles, but they're also after needs such as, a market and a bard's hearth, apparently. And that is what we're going to build next. Cool. Market and a hearth. Excellent. So this is quite simply just an area of effect sort of building, which we are going to build. Beautiful. And we will also build this right over here. Excellent. We don't actually have the resources needed to complete this. Apparently, we need a couple more bits of wood, but we will get to that in just a second. And I love the sort of like blueprinty outlook or outline that it gives us. I think that's so darn cool. Anyway, let's get extra little bit of pathway over here, and you can kind of see the power of what I'm trying to do with, sort of sandwiching all of the public service buildings into the middle of a housing group, and maybe there's an opportunity for another housing group up here in just a second. Attributes. Excellent. Yes, we know that. We're talking about that. Attributes, we are 100% making that happen, and as soon as we have just a little bit more wood, we should be good. A new island has been discovered. Yes, and in fact, the new island over here, little tiny one, and then a big one. I don't believe this is inhabited at the present moment. That's fine. And it looks like my ship has discovered another island which also isn't inhabited. That's fine. We're okay with that. Let's get you to head on over there. Just click a random sort of point in the corner and see to it that you go and explore, which is quite nice. Okay, let's jump into 3 times speed and get some stuff done. I'm quite eager to finish the Bard's Hearth up so we can move on. Excellent. So we can move on to some fashion choices, which I am very, very excited to see what that offers us. Diplomacy. What have we got? We're at peace. Do we want to do anything? No, I don't really care. It's fine. Blueprints. Yes, we were explaining that. Brilliant. Get that built. Excellent. Cool. Right. So we've got the hearth up and running. We have got the market up and running. That's great. What's our next quest? Our next quest is to reach 100% of fashion needs for wader residences. And in order to do that, quite simply, all that we need to do is produce some reed shoes and also some tunics. This is going to give us some additional attributes that we can associate with all of the houses in the area. Now, a shoe weaver, we will put you there. We've discovered somebody new, by the way. Excellent. We're also going to get a reed gatherer. The reed gatherer will need to go in this hellhole of an area. Here? Sure, let's do it. And then let's build a walkway between these 2 areas. That's looking pretty darn good. Soggy mire. Aha, we need to cultivate the soggy mire behind the reed grower. Just like a field, or what we would do for a field, but we will probably end up doing that with a field in due course. You're missing goods. You're missing the reeds that will be delivered shortly. That's fine. Tunics, we need to get a hemp farm up and running. That's fine. We'll build a hemp farm over here. Much like the reed weaver, we're going to build the hemp field just out back. Can kind of surround the warehouse because it's not really that big of a deal. And then the spinner can go right over there, and that will satisfy all of our clothing and fashion demands, which is quite nice. What I would like to do I want to get any more housing right now? No, I don't think I do. I think we're okay with that. Right. Whoa, look at this. Heck yeah. So this is hostile encounter. Voarda. How do you wish to respond? Agree to keep your distance? Remind her Rome rules here. Excuse me. I'll be the one to annoy you, I hope. Right. Let's get you to go across to the other corner of the map now. I love this though. Look at how cool this looks. And we can do all of this. Maybe not to the same precise degree, given our island looks like, well, it looks terrible in comparison. This looks like a very, very nicely, naturally fortified island. Wow. What's this, like a little fish pond thing? Fishing nets over there? Oh, this looks so good. It looks so good. It looks so darn good. This is Tarragon's island. I mean, we can break bread with Tarragon, I think. He seems like a reasonable character. Right, fashion needs, nothing has been produced yet, presumably because we're waiting for all of the resources to be arrived and then, or to be transported and then produced. But that is fine. It's fine. It's all coming together. Now, this residence over here is just waiting for reed shoes. That's fine. We're doing it. Scouts are sighting new land. That's fine. We need a little bit more reed, a little bit more hemp, and we are gonna be absolutely flippin' sorted. And I can't wait for it to happen. Fashion need is ever so close to being satisfied here, which is very good. We have completely satisfied the need, and that is great. Now, after we have fulfilled all of the need categories, we are able to issue some upgrade orders. It's going to cost me a little bit of resource, a little bit of timber, as you can see down at the bottom there. But that's fine. We can do it. Ooh, okay. And we can choose how we want to upgrade the residence. Romano-Celtic or just Celtic? We can boost the belief attribute or we can boost the knowledge attribute. Brooches, bird tongues in aspic. Is that food? Oh my goodness. That's horrible. Or cheese, cloaks, and chariots. That seems more reasonable, but I kind of want Romano-Celtic. Let's do it. Okay, so that basically unlocks the opportunity to supply a whole bunch of tier 2 people and tier 2 needs. It also unlocks the ability to make tiles and the ability to make charcoal, which is very, very cool, because that, along with it, brings a whole bunch of other modifiers. For example, the firefighters. That's pretty darn cool. We've got the police. They fight unrest in the city. We've got the hospital abilities. All of this sort of stuff, new public services to play around with, which is very, very nice indeed. A lot of these buildings, I believe, will need tiles. Yep, we need 5 tiles apiece. So let's immediately start with the production chain for tiles. We need mud in order to build this. There are certain locations where we can build it. I guess just here. Now, in the other map, you would use clay. Let's build that. Yeah, let's build that there. You'd use clay instead of mud, but here, because we are in a sort of specific region, we're using mud, which is very, very cool. Now, here's the thing about building a tiler. It is going to lower the fire safety of buildings around it. So building it out of the way of residences is absolutely something that I would like to do. Not to mention the fact that in general, we should be looking to put our production buildings further away from our refining buildings on the way back to the trading depot, right? Or the trading post. So that is roughly what we are going to try to do. Now, the tiler is going to make tiles from mud and charcoal, which is why we need to get ourselves a charcoal burner. Not necessarily in proximity, but it would definitely help. We get ourselves a charcoal burner in proximity, which is going to transform the trees around it into a little bit of charcoal, which is going to allow us to make those sweet, sweet tiles. And in fact, I'm going to build the charcoal factory just a little bit sort of further away from everywhere else so that we don't end up ruining our resources. That would be good. Okay, the other thing that we can also build once we have got tier 2 population is a governor villa. Would you look at this? We can only build one of these suckers on the island, but it is going to be grand and it is going to be glorious. Not to mention the fact that if enemies decide to invade or raid my island, then they're going to go straight for the villa, which is why this guy is telling us that we should put it as far away from the coast as possible. Right, where do I want to build my villa? I mean, I don't necessarily need to build it anywhere nearby. I think we're okay. Yeah, you're gonna get the mud, which is fine. We're okay with that. That's good. What do we need to supply to these tier 2 citizens? What are they? Mercantors? Mercators? Mercators? I have no idea. This is going to be my biggest problem with this game is the pronunciation of just about everything. Right, bread and sausages. That's good. We can make bread and sausages. Bread and sausages require wheat, flour, and then a bakery. I believe the donkey mill. Okay, so in the other area, Latium, you are able to basically place a mill on a river. But I guess here we're using donkeys. That's okay. We're fine to use donkeys. Right, build. I don't even want to build this yet because I just don't have the tiles coming in yet. Scouts have sighted new land. That's fine. Let's go and check out the boat. Go there. Then there. And that should give us, hopefully, a little bit more information. Good. What do I care about? I don't care about any of this stuff. We're okay. We need a few more tiles before we are able to do anything. We are still working on the tiles. That is good. Excellent. So, whilst that is happening, let's plan out where we want our... Oh, we found a new person. Over here? Oh, okay. That's a very tall... That's a very, very tall island. And actually, in quite close proximity to me. How are you doing in comparison? Let's pause so that we can take stock. You're doing not too badly. You're doing not too badly. You've got a little bit more... You're a little bit more spaced out than me. Yeah, which is fine. We're okay with that. Now, what we can also do... I know that I'm on a route of exploration and discovery, but what we can do is we can actually supply some goods, if indeed we want to. 7 tons of timber, 2 tons of tunics, crates, etc. We could do all of that. I mean, collect the crates... Why don't I do that? Yeah, we got an opportunity to collect some crates. Let's go and get our ship into proximity to make that happen. Yeah, what the heck? We'll see if we can try and do that. Looks like we need to deliver it to over here. At least that is the current mission. We got a contract. It shows up in our quests. It's very nice. Right, let's go into 1x speed so that I can acutely manage what we're doing here. Now, I have almost produced that third tile. I need to get the firefighters. I want to build the firefighters probably here. I mean, I know that I have... We can't build it yet. We need way more. We need way more tiles just in general. I know I should probably protect this area because there are so many buildings over here that are going to cause fires. I mean, if you look at the island fire safety modifier, it's bad. It's really bad. Caused by the charcoal burner, the tiler. Yeah, there's a lot of not good stuff happening here. Island health is fine. Island happiness is fine. Island population, all of it is fine. Right. Let's get you loaded up, shall we? Actually, we need to collect from all the way down here. So we need to collect it from literally down in the corner. We don't need to collect from the lighthouse. Usually, if it's a contract, if it's a delivery contract, for example, you need to deliver to the lighthouse. But apparently, in this case, we're gonna be collecting from here. So you know what? Let's set that as a pickup objective, and then let's not think about it again until the ship actually arrives there, which is going to be a little while. So I don't need to think about it. Okay, do I care about the fire safety? I do, but I need more tiles in order to get this all up and running. Charcoal, are we okay for charcoal? Yeah, we're fine for charcoal. Maybe I want to double up, actually. I feel like I want to double up both. Yeah, I know. Incidents are not really what I want to have happening, but it will happen. Yep, let's do it, and let's connect up this. So yeah, double the charcoal production. I need to get another mud dryer as well. That'll go there. That actually fits in quite nicely. Obviously, we've got the marshland over here, which is fine. Fire safety, you're determined to teach me. You're determined to teach me a lesson, aren't you, video game? And I would wager that it's probably a lesson that can't come too soon. You know what? Fine. I'll build it in here. Obviously, we're going to need to wait for that 5th tile to be constructed, but we should have it any minute now. You're missing goods. Obviously, you're missing the dried mud and the charcoal, but it will be done really soon. One extra tile. One extra tile. Boom. Let's get it built. And suddenly, we have somewhat improved our fire safety, or we will... Well, I say we've somewhat improved it. It's so darn bad that it needs to be better. Apparently, the charcoal is rapidly... I mean, just destroying health. So, that's fine. Let's get a hospital over here. We'll at least zone one in there. We'll also get a firefighter there, and we will get a city watch over here, all of which will hopefully improve everything. I'm also just going to zone the Governor Villa, which is going to give me a nice prestige bonus. And you know what? The Governor Villa can go right there at the end. I think that's a good place for it, to be honest. Feels natural. Feels nice. Feels natural. Right, my ship has arrived here. Good. We have got the crates. Do I need to... Oh, we need to rescue another Flotsam. Okay, let's head over there and then pick up the other one. And then let's get back to her lighthouse. Brilliant. This is all looking very, very nice indeed. So, tile-wise, we are getting there. Let's build the city watch here first. Excellent. Now, because I have built this over the city, we are giving +2 to each and every house. So it's actually much more effective to build it here than it is to build it here. I mean... Overall, in terms of, like, island fire safety, but in terms of an actual fire breaking out, it's more useful over here, if you know what I mean. Let's build the hospital now, so that will improve our island health. That's great. The waiters' workforce, apparently, we need a little bit more... on the worker front. That's okay, because that was quite... That was going to align with what I really want to do. So we can upgrade... I mean, do I want to upgrade again? Yeah, we only have one upgraded house. I realize we only have one upgraded house. Let's take a little bit of a take a little bit of a road out here. We'll come down into there, over to here. Nice. Wrap that around and then see if we can try and expand here. I think we can... Can we build over this marshland area? I guess we'll find out in just a second. Right. We need more wood in order to make this happen. But I think we can do it. Right. The point is that we have now doubled up our production, which is great. Do I need more timber? I think I do need more timber production, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build that over there, and then this over here. Accordingly, a little bit of road in order to match. Excellent. Scouts have sighted new lands. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Where's the secondary flotsam? We're going for it. We're still going for it, which is nice. And we still have like 47 minutes of in-game time, which is absolutely perfect. We should have no issues getting all of that sorted. Look at how hustle and bustle this area is. It's looking fantastic. It's looking really, really good. Okay, let's get the city watch built. Oh. Ah, we've got ourselves a new friendly or a new foe. Over here apparently. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. Wow. That looks so good. Does that not just look absolutely amazing? I feel embarrassed that we are the same Rome. I mean, I'm living on my pokey little island with nothing. Right. Anyway, Romano-Celtic. I would like to get yeah, there. Yep. Can we not upgrade you? Apparently not. Don't know why. And then let's get you upgraded to a Celtic home. Celtic? Celtic? I don't even know the pronunciation, the proper pronunciation. I think it depends where you are on whether or not it's Celtic or Celtic, i.e. which part of Albion you are. Right. Do I need any more? I do. I need more waiters. I need way more waiters. So I'm gonna get more. Yes, there's a shortage of workforce, but I am working on it. I'm working on that. Right. Flotsam, let's pick it up. Let's get it. Beautiful. And then let's scoot right back to the lighthouse, which is over to here. And we're not actually that far away, which is great. I'd love to explore a little bit more of your island, although I think that's it, to be honest. It's not a very large island. Although, man, this looks so good. Look at that. There's like a little archery training area. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. Oh, look at this. Our city status has increased. We are now a small town. I guess that was a population milestone. We've hit a population milestone. Pretty darn good. I think I should take some time for myself and maybe see if I can try and construct my my villa. That might be not the craziest idea in the world. Also, I am slowly but surely running out of a lot of money. I realize that. That's okay, though. Can I get these upgraded to Celtic homes? Apparently not. What do we need? What's the issue? I can upgrade to Romanicized. Maybe I have to choose. Maybe it's just like one or t'other. That's fine. We'll get a few more upgraded. I'm hoping that these individuals are going to give me more tax. But that's okay. Right, also going to spend the points in order to get a little bit of extra workforce, which I am readily after. Really, really keen to get as much additional housing as I possibly can. And actually, you know what? Let's get some more waiter residences right over here. Great, so that we don't end up running out of resources. There we go. Get that tuned in. Build. Excellent. So I basically can't upgrade any more houses, but that's fine. Right. Interaction required, apparently. Is there? I would love to deliver those resources. I shall have a prize. Excellent. Well, you'll find a way. Well, that's good. Well, you're very welcome for my service. It was a pleasure. I am happy to do what I did. What did I get from you? I can't even remember what I got from you. I think it was money. But that's okay. Right. Villa requires 25 logs. Is that really what I want to prioritize? I mean, I am like low on the old money. I mean, we can't set up any trade routes. Tell a lie, we can set up a trade route, but we would have to do it. We would have to do it with just our one ship. We don't have the ability to do that. Right, what do I want to load? I mean, like tiles? Maybe? Do I really want to do this? I mean, I don't really care that much, to be honest, about getting a trade route up and running. Religion? Okay, we can't do that. Research? You need to gain knowledge before you start researching discoveries. Okay, we're not allowed to do that, apparently. That's fine. Just checking. I don't want to downgrade you. Do I want to start supplying your needs? I would be great, actually, if I could start doing that. Click on this. Bread. Wheat farm. Let's get a wheat farm up and running over here. We'll get a donkey mill right there. And we'll get a bakery, which is going to increase fire risk. But it is also going to increase money. Per house, remember? Per house. I'm going to do it right there. We will do that. We will do that. So, you need to get a field. The wheat field needs to be brought into existence. And wow, it's going to be big. And it's going to be very weird looking. But I actually think that is a pretty cool way of doing things. Donkey mill is going to require wheat. So, that's good. Sausages. What do we need for sausages? We need a livestock farm. Well, you know what? A livestock farm up the back here. Not a bad idea. A herb garden. We'll get that there as well. Charcoal burner. We've already got a charcoal burner. I think we'll have enough. The pigs can go like so. Ah, they have to be built within a certain area, but that's fine. And then the herb garden. Can we just build it like round the back here? Yeah, I mean, it's an unconventional. I'll grant you, it's an unconventional sort of setup, but it will work. And then a sausage factory, we're going to build right in the corner there. Beautiful. Right. You need a single bit of log. I can't believe that we still, after all this time, just need more flipping logs. Is that really the limit of what we can do? Apparently it is. Well, we will fix that. We also need some more waiters, or we need more waiter workforce. Yeah, let's build more waiter houses then, I suppose. Doesn't really matter as long as we build them somewhere, because these ones never necessarily need to upgrade, so that's fine. Island fire safety. Yeah, it absolutely plummeted there. It abso-flippin'-lutely plummeted. So we should probably fix that. Almost certainly. Let's get this right here. It's good. I don't think it's connected to a road at the moment. It's not. I don't think that's going to make a huge difference, to be honest. I think you can only have like one modifier, one upgrade, or one fire safety warden per area. But what can I do? In order to make money, right? In order to make money, we have to sell bread. That is what's going to have to happen. Right, sausage factory up and running. No warehouse in range. Ah, I have committed a faux pas here. The faux pas that I have committed is that you are not connected to a road. I would like, therefore, to move you up to here. There we go, which is what I will do. I will then... Oh, this is so nasty. I've created a little bit of an issue for me. Can I delete this? Can I delete this flax field? Sure can. Let's delete that. It doesn't need to be changed dramatically. But the warehouse will be problematic. You know what? Just take this. Whoops. Take this and... Excuse me. There we go. Take this. Can I rotate it? How did I end up building a road here? What the heck? No, I didn't want to do that. Can I build it? Just build it to here. Fine. Build it to there. Says there's no warehouse in range at the moment. I've somehow managed to place an entire road at great personal expense, which didn't really achieve much at all, but it's fine. Right. Then, herb garden. Bring back the herb garden, and we'll expand it right up to here. That's grand. Warehouse. We need to connect up. Does that limit my charcoal assembly production? Probably a little bit. I don't really care that much. How much wood do I have? Not enough. Not enough flipping wood after all this time. Ornaments. Do I want to build some ornaments? Some special ornaments. A Hall of Fame. Ooh. Yes. Yes, please. Kind of cool to build. Oh, I see. It's like an It's like an overhang thing. Ah, nice. I mean, I'll build it out to there. There's a if this is a Hall of Fame, then it's a very, very long hall. Build that there. Maybe we can build, yeah, some statues in the center of town. That seems like a pretty good thing to do. Nice. Okay, so are my people happy now? Are my people at least a little bit more happy? I would certainly hope that they are. That's the dream anyway. You don't have any pigs yet, so you're not going to be up and running quite yet. But wow, we need more mercators until we get a grammaticus. I'm going to definitely do that. Okay, let's build big. Here's the thing though. I need to get this built first. Absolutely. Okay, thank you very much for that. Anyway, we're getting some prestige now, so that's great. We love this. Look at this. There's a big old prestige meter. Island prestige impacts your diplomacy and your governor villa by unlocking more options. Blah, blah, blah. Excellent. Lovely. Look at how great that is. So, the governor villa has been built. Fantastic. There are 2 gentlemen. Oh, some visitors have arrived at your villa. The Roman Imperium is keen to support its governors. Funds were put forward to hire you an aide called Julius Lupus. Because there are 2 Julie standing before you. I'm ready to make my choice. Speak to them both. Nearby warehouses require 50% workforce. And the other one? Minus 50% upkeep cost and of increased loading speed. I think it's Brutus. I'm gonna pick Brutus. Yeah. Which is gonna give me workforce needed minus 50%. Which is good. Excellent. Okay, I need to get all of these houses upgraded, which I can do. It's definitely possible, but it's not necessarily... I mean, I can just use this button here. There we go. I'm going to do this. I'm also going to start the process of getting a large sort of thoroughfare out here, which is going to accommodate a whole bunch of new houses. I just need a whole bunch of additional wood in order to make that happen. Point a specialist to your villa. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. That is Brutus. Boom. You're in there. That's great. Thank you very much. We're looking good. We are losing money, but we are losing a very, very small amount of money. A thankfully very small amount of money. Also, I can just set the time of day to... There we go. The middle of the day. Turn off the day-night cycle, which I love the ability to do that in video games, because otherwise you just end up having an absolutely miserable viewing experience. And I, frankly, don't want that to happen. I want it to be easy for you to see what's going on. Right. Good. That is a lot. That's a lot of improvements right there. That's going to give me more waiters, and most importantly, it's going to give me the opportunity to get all of these upgraded to the next level of buildings. Have I unlocked the Grammaticus? I have indeed. A Grammaticus and a Phantom. Okay. Is that what they named the tax after? The Phantom tax? I don't really know. I don't know what that is. Right. I think here is the best place for it. Yep, let's do it. What do we need? We need 5 Oh, city status increased. Look at that. Growing municipality, I'm going to choose to say, because I can't say that romanicized word. That's okay, though. Build. Yes, let's do it. Military research is now available. Yes, look at this. We got access to the tech tree. How sick is that? Slingers? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So we get 64 per minute. That's not a huge amount, to be honest with you, but I'm going to at least try. I don't believe we can declare war on anyone at the present moment. We need smiths. How the heck do I get smiths? Do we have... Ah, look, we've got some new buildings. We've got a barracks. I will build down here. We've got a weapons production chain. Okay, an iron mine. An iron mine needs to go in the hills. That's fine. A furnace can go here. Charcoal we've already got. Weaponsmith, let's also get here as well. I would like military stuff. Yes, please. I would love some military stuff. There we go. Good stuff. Economic, civil, etc. Yep, we know. We've looked. Build. Build. And... probably should have started with this one, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. Build. So, are we still low on people? We are still low on people, but if that is the case, we will just build more houses. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Do I have the opportunity to get any more wood? I mean, yes. The answer is yes, but I have a limit. I have a limit of what we can do. No warehouse in range. You are bred, though. Your production facility. And is there really no warehouse in range? That's a sawmill. That's a sawmill. Ah, yeah, the warehouse is just down there. So you're just out of range. That's a bit of a bummer, but we can always build a warehouse. Build a warehouse here. Technically, that counts as in range, right? It's good enough. Good enough for me. And it's not like we were going to do anything else over there. No warehouse in range? Really? Oh, that's the warehouse right there. Relocate you to, like, here? Sure. That might mess up something, but probably not, I think. I think we should be mostly okay. What's our quest? Research the trading post. Oh, I don't want to research the trading post. I want to research military. But we might not be able to get that done, so... maybe we do. You know what? I'll queue it up. I'll queue it up. We'll hope. We'll hope in vain hope that we can get that done. We will hope in vain hope. Right, a Grammaticus. If I get another Grammaticus, is that going to give me... is that going to give me what I need? Is that going to give me anything else? We'll try building another Grammaticus. See if it works. That's 200 knowledge. It seems like a lot. Seems like a lot of knowledge. Like a lot of production. I realize one of my cities is at risk of a great fire. It's going to be very embarrassing if it happens, isn't it? Should I work on improving the fire safety? Probably should. We'll at least do a little bit. What do we got? Empty coffers? Yeah, I was kind of a bit worried about this happening. I understand and wish to continue. Here's the thing. I have a plan. My plan is simple manipulation of Tarragon. Yeah, I could get some money if we collected 3 crates. I don't hate that idea, to be honest. But I also kind of think, well, meh. I think if we just go into diplomacy here, right? We are at war. We are at war. I want to see if we can try and at least do a little bit of war. I don't think you can do war here, right? We can only take out a 5,000 loan. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, I'm not really that bothered about what you do to me. I will suffer the consequences, or at least I suspect I will suffer the consequences. It would be nice though if we could turn our fortunes around. Perhaps with a trade route. Perhaps with a trade route. Yeah, see, we need to get trade rights first. What are the chances that we're able to get trade rights from Tarragon over here? Probably low, I would imagine. We'll try. Request a trade treaty. I suspect that you're probably not I suspect that you're probably not in favor of that. Yeah. Our trade relations are not good. So, yeah, okay. Well, a trade route is definitely not going to be the way that we sort our financial issues. But, I mean, we could always just, like, take a contract. You know, the opportunity to collect resources is quite nice. Let's have a look at the lost cargo. Yep, ships are always sinking. Have we got a location? We do indeed. Let's go and pick up the goods. There we go. And that should be fine. Trade routes, yeah, trade routes, not going to happen. Delete the route, because we're not going to be able to get trade rights. Maybe there is a way that we could get it all set up, but yeah, not happening. Not happening anytime soon. Not happening anytime soon. Right, what else do I need? What else do I need to get done? Grammatica, I mean, research-wise, it's fine. We're plodding along in the research department. I know that we are at huge risk of a massive, massive fire. Not very much we can do about that. We've got sausages coming out the wazoo. That's great. Can I get any more upgrades? Let's do it. Yep. All over here. And yes, I know that's going to mean it's going to be a huge waiter shortage, but frankly, I'm not that bothered about it. Oh, can we build a shipyard? Is that even possible? I would absolutely love to build a shipyard if we can. Oh, we can totally build a shipyard. Look at this. Look at this. Amazing. The ability to build more ships. So unbelievably powerful. Sails. Yeah, would love to build sails as well. Livestock farm. I'll build a livestock farm. I'll build this all down at the shore here. Why not? Seems like a good place to do it. Rope as well. Hemp farm. We already technically have a hemp farm. Technically. And that'll be fine there too. So, as long as we can fit the fields in here. Looks like I can. Think we'll be okay with that. Right, what do I need? I need a whole bunch of wood. Of course, I've just built a whole bunch of houses. And some of these, yeah, houses, unfortunately, they're waiter houses. So, we need to do a bit better. We need to do a bit better in that regard. You have 2 waiters. You've got 4 waiters. Let's see if we can try and extend the market. See if we can try and extend the market over to here. Because that will allow us to get more people per house, which is absolutely something that we want to do. And I still need more flippin' resources. Yeah, insufficient workforce. That, unfortunately, is not good. That is not good. We need more goods. Right. Where's the ship? It's still... Excuse me?
Moving there now.
Yeah, go there. Move there now. I don't think that it will make much of a difference, but we will certainly try. Right. More wood. We're working on it. It's great. Build this as a priority. The Bard's Hearth. Yep. And then that will restore, I hope, a little bit of workforce, which is exactly the vibe that we're going for. And then we're going to build this one with our next sort of tranche of resources. Or maybe actually just build like a few more houses. Yeah, because that will at least be 2. We'll at least get 2 people per house. Go, and then a bit of road as well. Right down the middle. I'm trying to play as quickly as I possibly can because I just want more. I want to play more, and I know I've got this time limit that's hanging over me, so I'm really trying to squeeze in as much juicy goodness as I possibly can. Right. There we go. There we go. And that in there. Excellent. With a little bit of extra woods, we will try and squeeze the difference, fix the difference. I really want to build a shipyard as well. I want more ships. I want to explore the oceans. Right. Flotsam, ready and waiting to be picked up there. Good. Where's the next one? Where's the next one? It's over here. Head over there. Great. Make it so. And with my 5 wood, let's build this. And that will double, or at least increase, the number of people that we can have living in all of these houses, which should make all the difference. And one more. Excellent. Okay, so we're now positive in terms of waiter workforce, which is great. Mercantor workforce is obviously very, very positive anyway. Knowledge. Have I finished this research yet? No, we are struggling to go as fast as we possibly can, but we're doing what we can. That's why I need so many of these mercators, which is good. Sheep, let's get that all built. Rope maker, yep, let's get that all built. Oh, thank you, Tarragon. I appreciate that that reminds you of the rope making days. I will also build a barracks. Believe it or not, we have just managed to break even, which is kind of cool. Can I build any of these? I don't think I can actually build any of these right now. Oh no, tell a lie. We can build archers. Cool. There's a shortage of waiters. We need 130 waiters. What? What? I guess it's, yeah, it's basically just from the slingers was discovered. Okay, so we can now build these. That's great. Yeah, there is basically no chance that we can have anywhere near the number of free workers that we need in order to make any military stuff happen, is there? I mean, no. It's a rhetorical question. It's impossible. Sailmaker, let's get that built at least. That's fine. How are we doing in terms of serving all of the needs? We can build brooches. We can build soap. Yeah, I care about that. The Phantom with the Phantom tax. That's 75 smiths. Silver mine, silver forge, and fibularium. Okay, silver mine. Go over there. Excellent. Silver forge here. Oops. Yep, there. And the brooch factory. Punt that down in the center there. Excellent. As I kind of suspected, we have a massive workforce shortage. Warehouse, punts that over there. It's good. Soap making. What do we need for soap making? We've already got a pig farm. A renderer. Nobody wants to live near a renderer, as it turns out. I can honestly believe that. That makes perfect sense. Soap maker can't be produced. Okay, well, that's a bit of a waste. But apparently, we need to ship it in. It's fine. Where's my ship, actually? Empty coffers. I don't want to build Libertius. Can we? Yeah, we can't upgrade these to Celtic. That's fine. Oh! Meet your emperor. You stand in the presence of the emperor, former legate of the legion. He nods and surveys you before breaking out a childish grin. Hail him jovially. Remain silent. We will hail him jovially. He appreciates your words. Excellent. We've increased our reputation with the emperor. That's kind of nice. Okay. Build the shipyard. Are we close to being able to build the shipyard? Yes, we absolutely can. Let's flippin' go. We're not connected via road yet, but that's okay. We can do that very, very easily. And now, what can we build? A pent Connor or a... I mean, both of these are not a million miles away from what we're capable of doing, but that's okay. Gift offered? Oh. Well, if you say so, I would be delighted to take that 10,000 bucks off your hands, just at a moment when I really needed it, and also I was very unlikely to be able to pay off your loan. So yeah, that's quite nice timing, actually. Quite nice timing indeed. Right, I'm gonna get more waiter residences. Yep, just get them built. I'm still building. Have a trade treaty with a rival. I would love to have a trade treaty with a rival. However, I don't think that is going to be possible in the time that I have left. Right. Pick up. Can we move out of the way? Do we get it? No. There we go. Pick up. Good. Get that. Fine. And then the third flotsam is over here. Again, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We're certainly going to try. What have we got here? Religion. Ooh, look at that. We've just got access to religion. So, we've got local religions and we've got global religions. We can choose to follow... Not you. We can choose to follow Mars, or we can choose to follow Neptune, or we can choose to follow Ceres. I mean, they're all going to have different impacts. I'm quite interested in Mars, you know, God of War, which is kind of cool. But the ability to increase our cockle production, well, Neptune, you're my man. You are my man. The cockle man. Right, each island's patron god contributes to a global score, reach new targets to unlock powerful rewards. Oh, cool. Okay, so we can get the Shrine of Neptune, which is going to increase fire safety. Very, very useful, actually, because my fire safety is absolutely terrible right now. Minus 300. I mean, that's it. We need more wood, access to more wood. Let's go here, I guess. It's fine. It's not much, but I think it's a slight improvement. It's okay. Right. Libertas residence. Yeah, I really don't think we can build. We can try with the trade treaty again with you, because you know, we don't hate you. You're okay. I don't... Yeah, I mean, literally not going to work. Literally not going to work for anyone. So what's the point of trying? No big deal. The new goods for the tier 2 peeps have been unlocked. We've got the Aphore, and then olive oil. Are we able to even make olive oil here? Yeah, no way. No way. We can make pottery, though. We can make pottery. That's something to do. But yeah, I mean, we can't go above level 2 population anyway, in at least this current build of the game. There's no way for us to do that, so... You know, that's just the breaks. Where's the flotsam? Pick up. Yep. Good. And then go to the lighthouse. Brilliant. We might just manage to get that done in the time that we have remaining, which will make me feel pretty darn good about myself. Is there a chance that we could maybe build a ship? We need more wood. We need more wood. I mean, I could downgrade... some of these houses. And that would give me... enough to make this. Although I'd still need the rope maker, and that still needs hemp, and the hemp comes from flipping miles away. So, yeah, not much that I can really do about that. But Tarragon can at least be happy that we will supply his 3 crates of flotsam. Here we go. Interaction required. It's over here. Brilliant. Let's get you... Excuse me. There we go. Yes. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Declining or failing contracts is hindering diplomatic relations. Well, we didn't do that. We succeeded in the contract. Anyway, look at that. Look at that. We've got a city. We got a city. I mean... Unfortunately, I think we have to immediately dip out of it. But it's there.
Your return, and on November 13th, 2025, your story continues in Anno 117, Pax Romana.
Well, there you go. There you go. That's when it's available. Look, what can I say? I enjoyed that very, very much. It's just an absolute crying shame that I didn't get to play more. I just want to play more. I just want to play more Pax Romana. This might be Steam's most anticipated upcoming city builder, but it's also my most anticipated upcoming city builder. I really cannot wait to explore all of the depth and complexity that is very clearly here. It's just hidden behind the, you know, it's hidden behind what comes next. I can't wait, though. I really can't wait. Anyway, ladies and gents, let me know down in the comments, are you going to be picking up Anno 117 Pax Romana? I certainly will be. definitely can't wait to play this one when it comes out on November the 13th. Anyway, folks, thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.